Right from 1986, I started the struggle to add value to our coffee because our cadres who were deployed there told me the value differentials between our coffee sold as beans and what it would get when processed as soluble coffee or any other type of final coffee to be consumed. At that time, 1986, the kilogram of beans of coffee would give Uganda $1 per kilo, while the same coffee process would give the seller there in UK $14. Many times in meetings, I would point out that those who say they are donors are actually donees, because in every kilogram of coffee, Uganda was giving them $13, and also donating jobs. Whose children roast the green beans and ground them into powder in Europe? Are they our children? Whose electricity do they use? I have checked the latest figure. There is a type of coffee, Robusta coffee, that is known as Screen 18. Sold as green coffee, that is as bean, after you remove the skin, after removing the skin, apparently, our people are being paid $3.34 per kilogram. This is the good one. The other grades, they get much less. I think the lowest grade gets $1.7 per kilogram. When this same kilogram is roasted in London and ground, it shrinks to 700 grams and packed into packets of 300 grams each. Each packet is sold at $12, which means that 700 grams may fetch about $30. Therefore, for what Uganda gets $3.34, the smart people of UK get $30. Each coffee bean that is sold in supermarkets abroad takes away our phosphorus, our nitrogen, our potassium, and other nutrients for 10% of the value at which the final consumer buys the product. 90% of the value of that product from our soils, and 100% of the accompanying jobs that go with the roasting, grinding, and packaging of the product at that stage are all donated to the outsiders. The total value of coffee in the world, you hear these figures, my comrades. The total value of the coffee in the world is $460 billion. The global coffee trade brings in $460 billion. However, of this figure, the coffee-growing countries, of this figure, 460 billion, the coffee-growing countries of the whole world only get $25 billion. Can you imagine? 460 billion business for coffee, the coffee-growing countries of the whole world, Brazil, all of them, all of us, 25 billion. I'm really embarrassed. Now this is for the whole, all the coffee-growing countries, Brazil, Colombia, Vietnam, and us. Out of the 460 billion, our share is $25 billion. The African coffee-growing countries, their share is only $2.4 billion. From the total value of 460 billion business of coffee in the whole world, wonderful Africa, republics with presidents, with honorable ministers, honorable members of parliament, right honorable speakers, and right honorable I don't know what. Our share, $2.4 billion. When we dehusk, roast, grind, and pack here, Uganda will get more dollars, and we shall also pay higher prices to our farmers. The farmers are now cheated because the biggest beneficiaries from our coffee are the external roaster, grinders, and packers of coffee. The story about blending ETC is nonsense. That blending ETC can be done here. We have both Robusta and Arabica. In any case, I hear that our good Robusta is used to blend inferior coffees from other areas, but in Europe. It is this centuries-old hemorrhage that I saw my old friend, the Honorable Abed Bwanika, was so passionately supporting here some weeks ago. I said, but I still have my mouth. I'll go with my mouth. I don't leave it at home. When I go to Parliament, I will speak. And I have come. It is this hemorrhage that NRM opposed from the beginning in the point number 5 of the NRM 10 points program, already referred to. This hemorrhage is not only in coffee. This cotton, if you sell cotton a kilo, after you have removed the seeds, what they call ginned cotton, you get again $1. But when they make shirts, I think they make 4 shirts out of 1 kilo. The one who makes the shirts gets $14. From the same kilo, for what we got $1, the one who uses your kilo to make the shirt will get $14 or more, while you got only $1.